Hello everybody, my name is Florin Pantaza and today I want to make a little bit practice with Cisco Packet Tracer. For this I put me in one corner and I make the space for the screen. So here I have Cisco Packet Tracer and I want to make connection between four LANs with four routers. Router number 1, router number 2, router number 3, and router number 4. For each LAN I need a switch number 1, switch number 2, switch number 3, and switch number 4. For LAN 1 I choose end devices, PC number 1, PC number 2, and laptop number 1. I don't like this name with 0. So for LAN number 2 the same equipment, PC number 3, PC number 4, and laptop number 2. And here for LAN number 4, PC 5, and laptop number 3. For LAN 3 I choose just one server. So now I must make the cable connection. So the same connection for the next LAN. And the next step is the connection between routers. But because routers are the same, equipment, I make this connection with crossover cable. So now I have all 4 LANs connected. Now I must choose the IP range for each LAN. For first time, I rename this LAN 1. Here I have LAN 2, LAN 4, and LAN 3. Now for LAN 1, /24, /24, the same subnet mask /24. So now I put the IP for each port and for each end device. And for LAN 2, for PC3 IP number 2, IP number 3, and here IP number 4. For LAN 4, dub 3, dub 1, this is the gateway, dub 3, dub 2, and for laptop number 4. And now for the server, for LAN 3, dub 2, dub 2, and for the router, for the gateway, dub 1. Now I have for each LAN IP range and for each end device IP. This was the first big step in our topology.
So we'll continue our typology, and I need to set every end device with IP. Gateways is the same IP like a router. And for laptop. in the lane 2. PC4. And laptop 2. In lane 4, PC5. PC6. And laptop 3. Now in lane 3, server. Now I can check the connection into each lane. For example, for PC1 to laptop 1 with ping, and working in this lane. And work it. And in this lane, lane 4. So
next
next
step
step
is
is
set,
set
setting
settings
the
the
router.
router.
No,
No,
I
I
don't
don't
need
need
router.
router. Enable
Configure
configure
terminal.
terminal.
Add one.
R1.
And
And
now
now
I
I
have
have
a
a
new
new
name,
name,
R1.
R1,
No
no
more
more
router.
router.
So
So
I
I
must
must
choose
choose
first
first
the
the
interface.
interface.
The
The
first
first
interface
interface
is
is
this
this
interface,
interface,
and
and
this
this
interface
interface
is
is
Giga
Giga
00.
00.
Interface
Interface
0
0
slash
slash
0.
0.
And
And
now
now
I
I
am
am
in
in
configure
configure
interface.
interface.
And
And
I
I
need
need
to
to
put
put
this
this
IP
IP
address
address
and
and
the
the
subnet
subnet
mask
mask
is
is
24.
24.
That
That
means
means
we
we
have
have
the
the
subnet
subnet
mask
mask
255
255
dot
dot
255
255
dot
dot
255
255
dot
dot
0.
0.
And
And
now
now
shut
shut
down.
down.
And
And
now
now
I
I
can
can
see
see
show
show
IP.
IP.
Show
Show
IP
IP
interface
interface
brief.
brief.
And
And
we
we
have
have
interface
interface
gigabyte
gigabyte
Ethernet
Ethernet
0
0
slash
slash
0
0.
this
This
IP
IP
address,
address,
and
and
that is
it's
okay.
okay.
Now
Now
I
I
will
will
continue
continue
with
with
the
the
router
router
1.
1.
Again
Again
in
in
config,
config,
and
and
here
here
I
I
choose
choose
the
the
next
next
interface.
interface.
This
This
interface
interface
but
but
for
for
this
this
interface
interface
I
I
need
need
for
for
this
this
lane
lane
a
a
new
new
IP
IP
range,
range,
and
and
I
I
choose
choose subnet mask 30, because here I need just two IP, one for router 1 this port and one for router 2 this port. So for this lane I choose the next group from IP is 0, 1, 2, 3 are just for IP, and here is 4, 5, 6, 7. Each IP range just with 4 IP. Eight slash 30 and here tab 100 tab 12 slash 30. So now I have IP for each lane between the routers, and like I said, for this port Giga 01 interface 0/1. I am in interface now, and I put it IP address, the first IP, .1. 0 is the network IP, and the last IP, number 3, is the broadcast IP in this range. So used IP is 1 and 2. 1 is here, and 2 will be here. So, but I continue with this interface on the same router, router 1. Subnet mask is the same always. Now shut down. Another interface, now I am in interface, and I put it the IP from this IP range. So the first IP is 12. 12 is the network IP, and we have 13, 14, and 15. The first IP, I put it here. No shutdown, so we can have this port up. So I will resume and renew the configuration for the port 01 and 02 because I made a mistake and was a little bit problem there. So I go and port 01 interface 0/1. Now I am in interface and I put it the first IP from this range. Top 1 and subnet mask. Here was this mistake. Here we have 252 because we have here just 4 port and the last IP is 256, but we have just 4 and here must be 252. No shutdown, and I can check here direct the IP table with do show IP interface brief, and we have the first port 0/0 and the second port 0/1 with IP, and the status is up. So the next port is the port 0/2 interface 0/0 2. Just a moment. First time exit. And now interface gig 0/2. Now I am in this interface, and I must put the first IP from this range. IP address 13, because I have here 12. The first used IP is 13, the second is 14, and the last broadcast is 15. The same subnet mask, like the port 0/1, because here we have /32. No shutdown, and do show IP interface brief, and all the port have IP now, and all the port are up now. So we'll go to the next router 2. Now I don't need these settings. Enable configuration terminal. I change the name, host name, router 2, and now is router 2 here like a name. And first time I need to set this interface, this port, and this is interface 0/0, and I put this IP. This is the gateway IP for this LAN. IP address tab1 subnet mask tab0. Here we have 254 IP in this range. That means we can connect it 254 end device. Now shutdown to show IP interface brief, and we have our interface 0/0 with IP and status is up. So exit, and we are in configuration terminal here. And now the second interface for the second port is here. Is the port 0/1. Interface, sorry, 0/1. Now I am in interface. IP address is this LAN, and I put the second user IP in this LAN number 2, like before I say. Just a moment. Tab 2. Now shut down. Show IP interface brief, and for router 2 we have the first interface is green, is up, and the second interface here between these two routers, and now is green and is up, and this connection must work it. So we will go now in this interface. Interface 0/2. I am in interface now. And I put it the first used IP from this range. 4 is for network, 5 and 6 are used IP, and 7 is broadcast. Tab 5, like I say. No, shut down. Blue show IP interface brief, and now we have all interface with IP and all interface are up, and here are up. Just one is down because I must first make a setting in the router 4. So now we go in the router 4. Now I don't need these settings. Enable configuration terminal, hostname R4, and now I will go in the first interface 0/0 for entire LAN. Interface 0/0 and I put it the gateway IP for this LAN. Now shut down. The status is up. Interface brief. I must check this and I have IP. The status is now up. Now I will go in the next IP interface and the next IP interface is this 0/1 interface gig 0/1. Now I'm in interface and I must put it here the first IP from this range. 8 is network, 9 and 10 are used IP, and 11 is broadcast IP for this range. .9 now shut down. To show IP interface brief, and we have for the second interface IP and the status is up. And the third interface, this interface to I must setting the second used IP from this range. .6 .6 and the subnet mask. Now shut down. Do show IP Now I have always IP and the status is up. Here is not up, but will be, because I must make settings for the router number 3. Enable configuration terminal, hostname, router 3, and now I will go in the first interface like always. Interface, click 0/0. Now I am in interface and I must put the gateway IP from this LAN. IP address subnet mask no shutdown, do show IP interface brief. We have for this interface IP and the status is up. Now we'll go here, the next interface, exit. Now I set the new interface, click 0/1 and I put it the second IP from this range, number 10. IP address dub 100 dub 10 subnet mask no shutdown, and we can see here we have connectivity between LAN 4 and LAN 3. So exit, and the last interface is interface (0/2), and I must put here the second IP from this range, IP number 14. So IP address SS 14. Do show IP interface brief, and we have always in this router we have IP and the status from interface are up. So we are finished with the settings, with the configuration from each equipment and routers in our topology. The next step, we must make a static route between each router, and after I will configuration one important protocol for this typology is OSPF protocol. Open short part first, so we can have the connection from LAN 1 to LAN 3, from LAN 2 to LAN 4.
So now I want to put color for each LAN. I choose for one blue. For LAN 2 yellow. For LAN 4. Violet. and for lane 3 this type of green. Lane 1, lane 2, lane 3 and lane 4. And for this lane between routers I choose a color 2. So now we have a different color for each lane. So like I said, now I want to make a static route for each router so we can have connectivity between lane 1 and lane 2, between lane 2 and lane 4, and between lane 4 and lane 3. So I will start with router 1. Enable configuration terminal, and now I make IP route from lane 1 to lane 2 through this interface, this port, which have IP from this lane with number 2. So IP route through 2. Ping yes, we have connectivity in PC number 3. Here are just 4 from 5 packet, because the first is worked with IRP protocol. If I make another one, the same ping, now we have 5 from 5. It's worked. Is everything okay? But because I am here in the router 1, I make this static route for this lane 2. Through this interface. And this interface have the IP 14. To ping into the server, and we have the same 4 packet from 5, because the first packet worked with IRP protocol, and now I have 100% 5 from 5. So next step is router number 2, and here I make the same. Add to enable configure terminal IP route from lane 2 now to lane 1, another way. So through this interface, this port, tab 1, enter, and do ping into this laptop, by the way. .0, .4, and we have connectivity 100%. So now I make the same settings for LAN 4. Here in this LAN, through this interface, this port, which have the IP from this LAN, IP number 6. .6. Do ping into this PC number 6, which have this IP, and we have connectivity now with 100%. So now router number 3, enable configuration terminal, IP route. First time I want to go in this LAN number 1. .0, subnet mask, and through this interface, which have the IP from this LAN, IP number 13. Do ping in PC number 1. And we have connectivity 100%. The second is for LAN 3 to LAN 4. IP route in this LAN here. Subnet mask, and through this interface, which have IP from this lane, is IP number 10. I can check here, and no, it's IP number 9. Okay, so we go back here and we have IP number 9 from this lane. Top line, to ping into laptop 3. Top 4, and we have connectivity from lane 3 to lane 4, now with 100%. And the last router, router number 4, enable configuration terminal, and first time from lane 4 to lane 2, IP route into this lane, one dot 0 through this interface, which have IP from this lane, IP number 5. To ping into PC number 4. I choose so random .3, and we have connectivity now with 100%. First step is from lane 4 to lane 3. IP route, I want to go in this lane. Dot 2 dot 0. Through this interface, which have the IP from this lane, IP number 10, because 9 was here on the other side. Now I will check the connectivity between router 4 and lane 3. To ping. and we have connectivity 100%. So that means now I have the connectivity between LAN 1 and 2, between LAN 2, LAN 4, LAN 4, LAN 3, LAN 3 and LAN 1, and another way, LAN 1 to LAN 3, LAN 3 to LAN 4, LAN 4 to LAN 2, LAN 2 to LAN 1. But if I check the connectivity between LAN 1 and LAN 3, doesn't work. So I go here and I give a ping into PC number 6. And I think now work it because I have make it this settings from OSPF overshot path first protocol, but I will show you how can we make these settings for OSPF. Yes, this work it because like I said, I have so make it this settings, but now I show you. So we are here into router number 1, enable configuration terminal, and the command for OSPF protocol is router OSPF 1, and now I am in router configuration, and the next command is network. I choose first time this lane from router to switch, .0, .1, subnet mask. I must write another way, 0.0.0.255, and I write here area 1. The second command is for this network. Network, this interface, and this interface is .1, .255 this way, not 252, and the same area 1. And third path is to LAN 3 to router 3. Network. This interface is number 13. So is area 1 with space. Now it's okay. And I will check this OSPF protocol with this command. Show IP protocol. And now I have here all the connection. So the same I make for each router. I make another example here for router 2. Enable configuration terminal, and now router OSPF 2. This time is 2, it's not 1, because it's another OSPF protocol for another router. So network, first time for this way, this lane, for this interface. Sorry. Area 1. Second is for this interface. Number 2, IP number 2. Area 1. And third path is this interface to LAN 4. Network, and we have here IP number 5. Area 1. IP protocol, enter, and we have here all the connection through each interface. So, and the same settings we must make here and here, and after this the settings we can check. Now I will check this connection from LAN 1 to LAN 3, and now I want to check the connection from LAN 2 to LAN 4. I choose this laptop and I give a ping to the server. And we have connection because I was making this settings before. So in this video I was making this big network with 4 LANs, with 4 routers. I was make settings to end device to each router. I put it the IP first time, and after I was making this static route between LANs, LAN 1 to LAN 2, LAN 2 to LAN 4, LAN 4 to LAN 3, and LAN 3 to LAN 1, and another way. And the last time I was making this OSPF protocol settings from each LAN, and after I was checking this connection from LAN 1 to LAN 3, from LAN 2 to LAN 4, and I have connectivity between each LAN. So have a nice day, and we will see.